Hi, this is Char Willie from the Just Ask Char Advice channel on YouTube. Join me every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for an open panel discussion. You'll find myself, Classic Ruby, and others giving our honest opinion, giving several examples, and problem solving. If you have an email for advice, you can send it to justaskchar@gmail.com. Hope to see you soon. Peace.
Greetings, 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 everyone. How are you? What's going on? What's happening? How's your Saturday going so far? Is it dark like it is over here? Oh, yeah. That sun is gone. You don't even get a peep of it. It's actually gone now. I was sitting up here like, I got to turn the light on. That was over a half hour ago. I'm like, I can't really read this. I'm straining my eyes. So, yeah. I think I'm going to rewrite a song like what's his name? BB King got his blues song, The Thrill Is Gone. I'm going to sing The Sun Is Gone. The sun is gone. The sun is gone away. Yeah, make you feel blue. But other than that, I just relaxed today. I haven't gone outside. I wanted to, but it was cool. I don't know what happened. That wind started kicking. It never reached I think maybe 56, about 56 degrees. That was it. But shoot, that wind was kicking. Probably felt like 46. I'm like, I'm not going out there. Oh no. It's a little bit too cool for me. I'm glad I got a chance to walk around a little bit yesterday. That was nice. But oh well. Chicago. It do what it do, baby. It does. All right, so I know you guys are ready, like I am. I know you're ready, cause I am. You know that I don't know if you guys seen that old movie. It had Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Della Reese, Red Fox. They had all the greats, as they say, at one time. And the woman, I guess she was the wife, and she opened up the refrigerator and she wanted something to drink. I forgot what the drink was. And her husband had drank it down to the bottom, but put the picture back in the refrigerator. And she said, I had my mouth all ready for some, let's say, lemonade, and nothing in there. Just a picture with maybe a drop in there. So I know you guys had your palate all ready for a Karen story to see what their mama was doing, calling and stuff. But we got it for you today. We promise we got it for you. So without further ado, you guys know what to do. Raise your hands in the air and raise them like you just don't care. And welcome. They're wonderful. They're lovely. You know who it is.
Go down there, why not go down there? Go down there, why not go down there? Go down there, why not go down there? Go down there.
Stay down there, girl. Stay down there.
I'm down there. Yes, Spice, me down there. Yes. Hey, in the middle of the midnight night today in October. I am down here. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Classic Ruby, everybody. Classic Ruby.
hello. Good night. Good night. I can't even say good evening because there's no sun. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's nighttime. Happy
Uh-huh.
midnight, everybody. Happy midnight. How you
That's true.
doing? How you doing this late night, Char?
I am feeling, pretty well. I'm gonna enjoy these 3 hours I'm gonna have left before bedtime after the show, and make the most of it. Yep.
Nice. Well,
Hmm.
yes, y'all, as I said, I have some apologizing to do. So, y'all, the Karen segment, okay? Y'all are gonna get the full mama call, okay? Full mama call, and is a bonus. Okay, and
Woo!
we will be finishing that chapter. I got other Karens just in case we got some time, because trust me, Karens and Kens have been on a rampage. So it's gonna be a good night. And I'm gonna tell y'all off the bat, I have a theme for my news stories today.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little Char style singing. So,
all right.
brace
Woohoo!
yourselves.
Uh,
All
uh,
right.
okay.
Bad cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad cops, bad cops.
Hmm.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What you
Yeah.
gonna do? Yeah. So that's my theme. I hope you guys understood. Yeah, that was it. I know it was great, y'all. I practiced
Hmm.
day and night for like months for this
Yeah,
moment in time. Yeah,
it
so it's gonna be
was.
great.
It was
Hmm.
wonderful.
I promise the stories will be better than the song. I couldn't find. I can't believe that in all of these years
Hmm.
of life, no one has ever remade the Bad Boys song to just call out bad cops. Like it's right there for you. Bad cops, right? Like no one
Yeah.
did it. No one did it. So I had to do it myself. I looked for y'all. I did. I tried to save y'all's ears, but you got what you got. So you know what? Don't blame me. Blame the other unimaginative people in the world who did not already make the song properly so that way you could have heard that instead. Okay.
Right. It's their fault. So
Th-
yeah. Hmm.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
That's right. Agreed.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
All right. Let's see what we got here. I will do mine a little faster. So we can get on to the Karens and see what you got. Cause hey, I told you my mouth is watering. I'm ready. Our
mhm.
palates are ready.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Mhm,
All right, let's see how I'm going to share this. Let me get started. I got an update to a story that um, this guy had stolen from a charity. And I
mhm,
was really upset with him because he lived in a nice house in a suburb. He had a nice salary and a pension.
mm,
And I was just pissed about it. I'm like, how are you going to do that? How you going? You were doing your job was easy, just fundraising to help
mhm.
disabled children, but no, you just had to steal money. Just had to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, let me look and see what the page looked like. Okay, you can see it. All right. Suburban man receives 3.5 years for stealing from charity he ran for kids with disability. Not enough time, not enough time. That's what I got to say about it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me get into it here. A suburban Chicago man who pled guilty to stealing more than $831,000 from a charity he ran for kids with disabilities and spending the money on golf outings, luxury vacations, and tickets to NBA games was sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison. This is just simple greed, and it was an attempt to live the life he couldn't afford, the U.S. District Judge Sarah Ellis told the 45-year-old Stuart Nitson as she sentenced him Thursday, about 5 months after the Deerfield man pleaded guilty to wire fraud. For 5 years, starting in 2011, Niskin submitted bogus invoices and receipts to finance his expensive lifestyle while he worked as an executive director of American Friends of the Israel Sports Center for the Disabled. He spent the money on family vacations such as places in Scotland, Puerto Rico, Las Vegas, but also on more mundane expenses such as health club dues and car repairs he admitted in his plea agreement. Niskin attorney Adam and Barry Shepard sought for probation. They wrote a they wrote a memo before the court hearing asking or saying that he had raised more than $11 million for the charity. So this was supposed to make him look good. But the US attorney pointed out that hey, the money he raised was supposed to be for charity, for their sporting events, for the children, as well as wheelchairs, therapeutic pools, and rehabilitative equipment. And he said he would never hurt the kids. But that's exactly what he did. So true. So true. Now, I got I feel some kind of way for that 3.5 years because that's nothing. So I'm with the U.S. attorney, assistant actually U.S. attorney. Not only that, when it comes down to therapeutic pools, you know how water is really helpful when it comes down to the joints.
Mhm.
Very helpful. And if I could get that, and so that just makes me more angry. If I could get something like that through life, if it was paid in my medical insurance, I would be a happy camper. You have the players, the like basketball, football, and all of them. They get that type of work done on their joints and everything. That helps ease and help them get speedy recovery and everything, and that's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't have the luxury of having that in my insurance. And even if I get a PPO, hey, I still have some co-pays and a portion I have to pay and deductibles and stuff. So it pissed me off that he had the opportunity of buying these things with his own salary. And as far as that 831,000 that's on record, he stole more than that. That's all that they can count.
Exactly.
And that is all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, this is what happens, Shar. And for those people who want to continue to say there ain't no systemic problems, black people need to stop pretending that there's white privilege and there's no unfairness or inequity that holds black people back. Okay, well, you tell me how you holding half a dime of marijuana could get you 15 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you could steal tens of thousands of dollars on minimum from a charity. And like 3 years, probably be out in 6 months with good behavior. But you holding a dime bag of weed so you could go home and smoke it. That's not hurting nobody. 15
Mm-hmm.
years. Hmm.
Exactly. And that
Hmm.
makes me bring this up quickly. Where is it? I'll just read it from here. AI bias caused 80% of black mortgages applicants to be denied. So you got a bot that's weeding out black people. That's what you got. You got a bot weeding them out. And what I had wanted to ask when we had the gentleman on a few weeks ago that I was speaking to, and he was talking about morality and everything, and that was supposed to, protect you and everything. I want to know, what do? You walk around with a respectability card, and the
Hmm.
officer pull you over, and you say, "Hey, here's my card," and then they, "Oh, you a good Negro, we'll let you go."
Hmm.
I meant to ask him that. I didn't get a chance to because I'm like, hey, if that's what you have to take, around and carry, I'm going to sell them 19.99. So hit the link. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, maybe
Um,
it's those white privilege cards that we found, right? Because I mean, they do
ah,
sell them, right? So maybe that's just the problem. Maybe we have missed out. We were supposed to buy the white privilege cards, and
darn.
because we didn't, we screwed up. That that's all we were really missing.
Hmm.
It could be, right? I don't know. I mean, we could ask Jermaine Vaughn. Maybe Jermaine Vaughn just was forgot his white privilege card at home. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who Jermaine Vaughn is, I don't know how you missed it. But honestly, you probably heard the story. Here's the problem: is our victims, even when they can't illegitimize them, they just
Hmm.
kind of make them fade into the dust, and then somehow the only person that we care about is the criminal, which is still weird because we need to keep these names front and center. These are humans, these are people. Okay. I just
Okay.
have to point that out. Now, y'all probably have seen this story. I know our brother Music covered it, but I'm going to cover it again because I don't think we can cover it enough.
Okay.
Um, so the first thing we're going to do, okay, we're going to watch the footage of the video, give you some extra details where we're currently sitting at now with this story. Um, I, it's going to go to what Shar just said, like 3.5 years is not enough. Yeah, but when you carry a white privilege card all over your skin, right, then that's more than enough. Let's take a listen.
But please use discretion in viewing is advised, especially with younger children. Thank you.
about you.
No, nobody cares what you're
No, nobody cares what you do either. Not really. You understand that?
Yeah, I'm not.
You
I'm not the
understand?
one. I'm not the one out here complaining.
No, that was the thing. Nobody cares what you do anymore.
I know nobody's out here complaining.
Nobody cares what you do anymore. You understand that?
Lean back.
You know what?
Bro, first of all, this dude's an American hero. He is sitting there. He knows what's going to happen to him. And he's sitting there calm, cool as a cucumber. No one cares what you do anymore. Chin up, standing proud, shoulders back. You're not going to shame him or make him cower. Nope. No one cares what you do anymore. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. And so now what they're doing, because it hurts their feelings, right? Because disrespecting the cops is the greatest crime in the world. So you can't necessarily see it. It flashes down from time to time, but I need y'all to understand that the cop is holding him close by his waistband, by his belt, holding him close while pushing him back in the camera's vision and going, step back, step back. So the cop is forcing him to keep having to lean back forward because he's pulling him by his belt, right? If this is an instigation to the nth degree, I don't know what is. Because how can he step back when you are literally forcing his body forward? What is he supposed to do? And he won't let it go. Okay. Because I think I've heard a lot of people comment on it, but I'm like, I don't think y'all realize how intentional this whole situation is. He intentionally instigated this. And now you have it on the body cam. I'm reaching down below the waist. No one can see that because I know my body cam's going to be facing upwards. And so it gives us the right now to brutalize this man who didn't cower in fear when we arrived. Okay.
Who cares what you do anymore?
Lean back.
How the fuck am I going to lean back with the
Look,
fucking
he's
you
pulling
hold my belt?
Look. He's holding him.
We're not going to do this, right?
Not going to do what? What does this man do?
We're not going to do
he's
this,
coming.
right?
Oh.
Done.
Oh.
You're done.
Oh.
You're done.
Now, I'm going to point some now. So, first of all, these ashy ass knees, this is the sergeant of the unit, Sergeant Huxley. Now, Sergeant Huxley's defense, while he sits on administrative leave, y'all, he is not fired. He has currently been charged with 2 felonies at the state level and is being investigated.
Investigated,
right?
yeah.
By the FBI. But he's still on administrative paid leave. Now, what are they investigating? Well, Sergeant Huxley says he didn't intentionally kick. First of all, we can all see this as a stomp, but fine. He didn't intentionally kick Mr. Vaughn in his face. He missed. What he was trying to do is just put his foot on the shoulder of Mr. Vaughn. And he just missed. That's all. Okay. So with that new information, I want y'all to look again. And you tell me, first of all, does it look like he missed his intended target? Secondly, did it look like he had any intentions at all of having his foot on the man's chest or shoulder or anything to help pin him down because he was being so violent? Okay.
We're not going to do this,
up.
right?
We're done.
Look.
You're done.
Look.
You're done.
Look.
You're done.
Y'all said, hold on. Y'all didn't see that. This man is saying that he was trying. He just missed his shoulder. And he was trying to pin him down. So let's look at what he actually said and did. Hold on.
You're going to do this,
First
right?
walk up, boom, stops in his face.
You're done.
Then he plants his feet. He lifted up his foot. He aimed. He went straight down at his intended target, kind of tripped on himself a little bit because of how much force he put into it, then plants his feet and immediately goes, stop. Does that not seem intentional to anyone? Okay, no, but it was an accident.
You're done. You're done.
Are we done now?
Roll over. You're done.
I can't.
Roll over.
I can't.
You're done. There you go. You're done.
You see, they're pinning him down, telling him to roll over.
It's just ridiculous.
Why is this necessary? The man ain't moving.
Brutality.
Look at it. He's almost naked right here. They have to blur it.
There you go. Police brutality.
What are they doing to him?
Right. What are they doing? What are they doing and why are they
Hey, I
doing it?
can't see it. What are they doing?
We can't see it because it has to be blurred. Let's see. Now this is the second angle, so let's see if we can see what exactly they're trying to do at this point. But again, it's going to be blurred because at this point now they have pulled his clothes off of his body for a man that's not moving. Okay.
Well, we're not going to do this, right?
We're done.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
Are we done now?
Roll over. You're done.
Look, they're holding him and pulling him at the same time.
You're done.
Roll over.
There you go. You're done.
Why are his legs pinned like that?
There you go.
For what? For what?
Right. What is that all about? He don't have to have his legs like that.
Nope.
Just lay him up.
And that would hurt me because my right hip flexor is tight. That would hurt me. I'm suing. Give me some rehab.
Who the hell? Who the hell? Now, one of the other officers is currently also suspended, not charged, but suspended. I saw a minimum of 4 officers in this scene, so I'm not sure why at least the 3 that had all physically interacted with this man are not currently suspended. I don't understand at all. Well, you know, the captain was sitting there looking all sad and stuff and saying he's so disgusted and whatever. How are you working with those other cops that were right there? Because the only reason why you knew this happened is because they have no choice but to file a use of force, paperwork. Now, to be fair, I'll say to be fair, they filed the use of force paperwork. It was looked at and they immediately expedited it. They were like, this doesn't really seem right. So I'm going to give them that one. But again, 4 officers minimum. Like I said, 4. 1 got charged and is on paid administrative leave. The other one is on a paid suspension. And the other 2 are just out there in the streets. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and this is like a mild battery. I mean, basically, it wasn't like anything bad. It's like, oh yeah, well, technically it's a felony, but like, a misconduct, right? And then, battery causing, I think it said medium bodily harm. Like it was like a really, that's what you think? Okay. All right, we'll see.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and do the statement. Blah, 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 blah. Investigation. Blah, 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 blah. Integrity. Blah, 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 blah. Training. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
There
right.
you go.
Blah, blah, blah. Training. Blah, blah. And, all I can say is we got to keep our foot on their necks because luckily, like I said, this man, I think, is an American hero. He was so chill. Like I have so much respect for the way that this man handled that cop. And then, even his response afterwards, like, man, I probably would have cried. That man, this piece of crap right here, Sergeant Eric Huxley, okay, and his band of racist minions, right, stomped him in his face good. And even then, he didn't cry. He didn't start trying to acquiesce no, he was like, are you done? Yeah. I mean, he wasn't really doing anything to begin with, right? Then you're holding him down by his shoulders and pulling the lower part of his body, meaning like, turn over. How? He's handcuffed behind his back. You just stomped him in his face, and 2 cops are holding down his shoulders, and you want to penalize him further because he can't roll over because he's being held down. With the person who just stomped him in his face looming over him, asking him if he's done. This piece of crap.
Sick.
Right here. Yeah. That's what we dealing with. But it's okay, right? It's just a few bad apples, right? I'm sure the sergeant's behavior and his belief systems did not trickle down to his entire squad. I'm positive. No, right? It never
Right,
happens.
right, right.
Never
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna do two quick cop things. One gonna be a little quicker than other.
Hmm.
You know, there's no such thing as the choke holes or nothing like that. But
Right.
since they realized there is a such thing as a chokehold, they finally voted and passed a bill so you could stop ban these police from doing chokeholds. Isn't that
Oh.
wonderful? It's just
Oh.
wonderful. Oh yeah. I mean, I just couldn't believe it.
Huh.
And what I couldn't believe is because it's a Filipino is the reason why this bill was passed.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have my hand over my mouth because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but wow. Ju-
Oh yeah. Isn't that wonderful but surprising and yeah. Yeah, they finally banned the chokeholds because of a Filipino American. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Yep. That's about the size of it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bit more
Uh,
into this next story because lovers and friends. That's what I'm gonna call this. Lovers and friends when it comes down to policing. You know,
mhm.
they're human. They don't, they're not perfect. I
True.
know. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they're not perfect, but I just find there's just so much going on here. I just don't know which direction to turn. So I'm just gonna point it out and let's see where we go with this.
All right.
Okay. We have a decorated New York police officer charged with murder after fatally shooting ex-girlfriend's new lover.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Isn't that interesting? Just
Mhm.
I mean, hmm, let me read a little bit into this. It's something a little interesting here. All right, let me move it down a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the woman that moved forward. Oh, let me. Well, that's about all. Okay, that's it. That's perfect. All right. Now, Yvonne Yu, or yeah, let's call her Yu. She's 31 years old and she works for the 72nd precinct in Sunset Park. Allegedly broke, yeah, okay, allegedly. Let's remove that word. Broke into the Bensonhurst home of her ex girlfriend, Jenny Lee, before shooting her and her new lover, Jamie Lane. Wu and Lee reportedly dated for 2 years until they broke up 3 weeks ago. 21 days ago. The officer just
Mhm.
couldn't take it. She just couldn't go to work. And, when it comes down to the benefits that they have, and they have a lot of benefits, I just want to say that they could see a therapist and say, I'm going through something, in my family, or however she wants to word it, and say that it's very hard for me and I'm really not able to concentrate and I'm officer on the street, and that's a lot of pressure. So I need some help. Could you please help me out? And they would have gave her help. It was in her benefit package. It's in her benefit package. Why these people that have all these damn benefits don't use them? That is what I don't understand. You have a lot of things that us little people don't have. You know what I get with a HMO? I get take some aspirin, wrap something up and stay off of it and rest for a few days. That's what I get. But these people can take time off and use their health care benefits. Oh yeah. but let me continue to read. No sense in me continue to be upset. I'll try not to. Lee, which was the young lady that she killed, that she dated, which was wait a minute, that's not right. Yeah, that is right. Lee was the new girlfriend. She was 23 years old. So Yvonne Wu, that was 31, I guess she didn't like the new young chick that replaced her. But anyway, um, Lee, 23, reportedly arrived home with Lang, 24, around 5 p.m. Wu, who was off duty at the time, uh, broke into the residence at 19th Avenue and 79th Street through an unlocked back door. How do you break into an unlocked back door? I don't know. But anyway,
Right?
armed with a hey, that's what it says here. Armed with a New York PD issued Glock 19. Whoa! Uh, fired multiple shots that later killed Lang. Lee narrowly escaped death after taking a bullet that struck her arteries and one of her lungs. Amidst the chaos, Lee reportedly managed to call 911. The responding officer said they heard someone in the background declare, "That's what you get. That's what you get." A calm and collected Wu was arrested at the scene. "I shot both of them," she told the police, according to the source who spoke with her. "The gun inside, you can take me in." So she knew what was up. She knew it was over with. So I give her that. The fool knew what was going on. It was over with. Go ahead and take your punishment. Of course, they're going to try to get you off and everything. They're going to say you was distressed and all this kind of stuff. I already know
Mm-hmm.
how that plays out. You're not going to get as much time, but you should get something. And that young lady, um, family, both families actually should sue the hell out of them
Mm-hmm.
and get something because this is ridiculous. You got a bunch of psychos running around with pistols, and she used her service weapon while she was off duty. Now,
Right.
why she didn't get her own damn gun and do some? If she was gonna, do some, use your own stuff. But you use a firearm, so there's a beautiful lawsuit that is going to happen, and I root for them.
Mm-hmm. You know, Char, this was one of my stories too. I was like, God damn, really, really, chick, like, you have to understand if people are not associating this with the almost unchecked power that the police have these days, they are used to now being able to say jump, and if you don't say how high, then they can commit any act of violence they want, including shooting you dead, and mostly get away with it. Right? They're
Yeah.
used to having and being able to exert that level of control. So now, in this private relationship where she couldn't exert that kind of control, she couldn't
Hmm.
deal with it. Could not
Yeah.
deal with it. That was it. She threw her whole life away because she couldn't deal.
Right. And it's so interesting, you can point it out if you like, but even in these type of relationships, they not perfect. They have
Hmm.
problems just like, the opposite gender, the same thing. It's people choose to be with you, not to be with you, whatever. It happens.
Oh
It
yeah.
it just happens.
Oh yeah. I mean, just for the record though, um I know they like to say that, it's only our demographic that had crazy women, and these Eastern women, right? They ain't crazy. You don't have to deal with none of this crazy. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone is crazy. Okay, everyone has their share of crazy.
But
Let's not
she
get it
did
twisted.
submit though. She did submit. She said, "Hey, I did it." So she submits. So hey, they should get that submissive Lee
Yeah,
or Woo rather.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure, you'll be dead, but your new girlfriend will only be shot and survive, apparently. I mean, if you're good with that, if that's submissive enough for you, you just keep on. You keep on trucking over there. You have fun with that.
Right.
Now, talk about obstruction of justice, right? Because they love to charge us with stuff like that, right? We're resisting arrest and obstruction of justice.
Mm.
Now, they say that as though they would never obstruct justice ever,
No.
right? Because our just standing there and saying, no, I know my rights, and no, you can't illegally search my shit, to quote Jay-Z, right? That's obstructing justice somehow.
Mhm.
But when they do it, it's cute. So let's hear about one cop who's not getting away with doing exactly this. You know, because when you help the terrorists who stormed the Capitol and tried to literally overthrow democracy in America, normally doesn't bode well for your career or your freedom. So let's take a listen.
Federal investigators say a Capitol police officer tried to help a January 6th rioter cover up evidence to avoid arrest. Now a grand jury has indicted that officer on charges he obstructed justice. The feds say Officer Michael Riley exchanged dozens of Facebook messages with the suspect after the insurrection, telling him, delete all your photos and videos on social media, the ones that show you inside the Capitol building. In one of the messages, Officer Riley allegedly wrote, hey, I'm a Capitol police officer who agrees with your political stance. Take down the part about being in the building. They're currently investigating, and everyone who is in the building is going to be charged. Just looking out. Officer Riley is a 25-year veteran on the force.
25.
He was once named National Officer of the Month because he saved a fellow cop's life with CPR. The Capitol Police Chief says he's now on administrative leave. Riley has not yet entered a plea. He's facing 2 counts of obstruction. Each count carries a maximum of 20 years in prison.
Woo!
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching.
See, now I want to point out something. If they ever thought the charge of obstruction of justice would be used against cops, they never would have made it a maximum of 20 years ever. Right?
Right.
Like, because again, when they do it, it's cute. It's not actually a crime when they do it. It's only a crime when, like, we refuse to incriminate ourselves or something, right? So it's like, I don't care.
Right.
However we get them in jail for 15 to life, I don't care. Oops. Yeah. So and what do you want to bet? He's not the only one. He's just the currently caught one. That's
Yeah,
it.
but I still want to celebrate. Let's celebrate here. Let me
Right?
celebrate. Let me push this button here.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my goodness. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Oh my goodness. It's boy. Is this shit worth you losing your job? Cause you about to. Cause you ain't got no reason.
That's
I love
right.
that woman. I really do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Celebrate when I can.
Mhm. that was it. I don't know. Honestly, I want to be that person. Just one, like, no, I don't actually want to get harassed by the cops and all that. But I'm saying I want to be that one who thinks of saying stuff like that in that moment. I don't. I just get so like upset and outraged, right? Like the injustice just overtakes me. I wish I could be that clever. Do you want to lose your job? Cause you about to. Cause you ain't got no reason. I wish I could just be calm and think stuff like that. She's epic. I love her.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is We on Cops. This is interesting. A cop had a issue with talking about weight and stuff, and I'm gonna just share this really quickly.
Mhm.
Let's see. Am I sharing? I can't. Okay, I am sharing. All right. You guys know this actor? This actor, he's been around for a while, and he's asking everyone to just stop commenting on his body. That's all he wants. He doesn't want you to comment on his body. He's tired of people commenting on his body. Stop telling him that he needs to be under 200 pounds. He don't want to hear all that. Say, leave him alone. So he went to social media on Thursday and asked the public to stop making comments about his body. Jonah Hill has a simple request for his Instagram followers. Stop commenting on his body. In a shared post on Thursday, the actor of mid 90s director shared that he no longer wanted his body to be the topic of conversation and that the comments made him uncomfortable. I know you mean well, but I kindly ask you not to comment on my body, wrote Jonah with a heart emoji. Good or bad, I want you to politely let you know it's not helpful and it doesn't feel good. Much respect to you. Thank you.
Okay, okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the problem is, right? And I'm not like disagreeing. I'm not saying, well, he has no right to care. What I was saying though is when you make your career, you make the
Hmm.
reason why you're famous, your body, it- it's
Yeah,
difficult, you know?
right.
Like,
That's what you're known for. Yeah. Hmm.
and like, I think that obviously was a different time before, you know, I'm saying that weird, but it was a different time when he first got famous. And so you kind of had no choice almost but to if you were overweight, you had no choice but to like embrace that and laugh along with everyone else, even if it hurt your feelings. Like that was the only thing you had. And now it's like, no, I'm allowed to have self-love and self-respect. So screw you guys, right? So I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's appropriate really to be just like dragging people for their looks anyway, unless they're posting about their looks and like in a way that invites that type of commentary.
Yeah. You said let it go. But
Yeah.
when it comes to social media, it's just something about posting things, and that's what I'm going to show quickly here. That
Mm.
Wayne Brady to co-parent ex-wife and her partner's newborn baby boy, actually, and it's an honor to be in his life. That's how he feels. It's an honor. But why are you posting you and your ex-wife child on social media? That's just what I'm wondering. Because you live with this woman, you all didn't get along, whatever happened, and you decided to have a divorce. Okay, that's fine. But why are you still sniffing around this woman? You don't have any common children or anything like that. But as soon as she adopts with her new man, here you come. What's up with that? This is weird. What's up with that? I can get anyone else, but why he got to be uh, this, the pappy or whatever they call it? Why he got to be all that? We can get somebody else to be the goddad. We don't need you. I don't get this. You put the
Mhm.
newborn. uh, Why? I just don't understand it. But people do all kind of things, and I, I, I just don't get it. But okay, that's fine. Whatever. Thank you.
Yeah,
That is all.
yeah, they do it. I mean, hey, this girl literally was selling pictures of her newborn baby in the hospital for $15 a pop. So
Oh,
it's the age we live in.
just strange.
Mhm. It is. You know another strange thing, Char?
What's that? What's that?
Another strange thing is some out of their minds cops. That's right. I
Mm.
told y'all I have a theme. I have a theme. So just in case Char took up one of mine, I was gonna have another one, and I do.
All right.
Right now, before we get to the serious story, we are gonna cover this story because this Philadelphia cop is out of his mind, and he's still on the force. It's being investigated still, like 10 months later. So let's take a look at a typical cop tactic. And I'm being serious, y'all. For those people who are sitting there, they don't live in a neighborhood like this, right? Where the cops are intentionally sent there to, boost their quotas, right? So you have no idea that cops will sit there and secretly be holding your belt and pulling you in and then pushing you at the top and then using that to instigate an arrest. You have no idea stuff like this happens. So I'm about to show y'all it happens. So let's take a look at this winner. It's something else. All right.
Okay.
I got my camera too. We'll take selfies. Come on, I need your selfie. Come on, homie. Look at me and my homie right here.
I'm not your homie.
No, look at this guy. Look at me and my homie.
Sir, can you please back up?
What's up?
Can you please back up, sir? I'm asking you politely. Can you please back up?
I'm not asking you.
If I'm not committing a crime or anything
You're
in
not
that
committing a
sort.
crime. Who said
All
you're
right,
committing a
so
crime? You don't
can you
take a
please
picture.
back up?
I thought you want to take a picture. Oh, you just ran into a hole.
I'm sick. Yeah, because you're scaring me.
You rock into
I don't want to get shot. I'm black.
You're not
Please
black.
back up. Please back up. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a second to digest what you're watching.
He ain't got no friends.
Right? This guy just walking home. He hasn't done anything. He's not like, it's not like, oh, there's a detainment here. No, this cop is just harassing him for no reason. He is stalking him, coming forward, taking the flashlight, flashing it in his eyes constantly, saying ignorant shit like, you're not black, right? Oh, you fell in a hole. He's trying to do anything he can while aggressively coming at this kid or really young man to make him react. So why? So he can meet his quota. You tell me this is not about meeting quota. I mean, sure, this guy is probably also psychotic because you could just go about it in a different way. But what the hell? Okay. Well, come on, homie. Come on, homie. Let's take selfies, homie. Yeah. Okay.
You.
I'm not backing up. You're backing up.
Please back up.
I'm allowed to be here. It's a free country.
Me too.
Why are you chasing me around then?
I'm not chasing you around.
Why
If you move and you follow
me. Assistance?
No, I do not.
You don't need me for anything? No. Why are you still here? Walk away.
You ain't walking away. Why are you following me?
Why
Your car is back here. Huh? Because I can't. It's a neighborhood. I got to live down here.
Why do you live down here? You don't live down here.
Okay, let you tell it.
You don't live down here.
Okay, let you tell it.
Boy, you don't live down here.
Let you tell it.
Boy, where are you from?
None of your business.
Where are you from?
No more.
Because you ain't from down here.
Okay.
You ain't from down here.
Okay. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
It's right there, dog.
Thank you.
You got it?
Yep, thank you.
You got it?
Thank you. Why are you putting a light on my face, sir?
What? You got a light on me? I'm putting a light on you. It's fair.
Can you please call white shirt? I feel
What's a white shirt? That sounds racist.
No.
A white shirt refers to the white shirt that supervising officers wear. Officer Hoover obviously knows that, but it's even more obvious that he doesn't care. Gabriel was trying to remove himself from the scene, but Officer Hoover follows him down the block, purposefully shining his flashlight in Gabriel's face. At one point, he even puts the flashlight inches from his eyes, in what seems like an attempt to elicit a response, especially when considering his aggressive tone, pretending to be the victim when it's clear that Gabriel is asking for a supervisor. Officer Hoover continues to close in on Gabriel, making contact with his phone.
Can you please call us sir? I'm sorry about that.
Oh my God. What did you mean by white?
No, I didn't mean anything.
What did you mean by white?
I mean by the color of his t-shirt.
That's the color of my shirt.
Can you please call
the color of my skin?
Can you please call the sergeant? Can you please call the sergeant?
Not the color of my skin.
You going to call the sergeant, sir?
Call what sergeant?
The sergeant, sir.
White sergeant? Why do I got to call a white sergeant?
No, can you please call the sergeant or your unit?
This guy is so scared. I can feel his terror. He is terrified because the psychotic cop clearly has it out for him. And he doesn't know how this is going to end. And like he said it earlier, I'm scared of you. I don't want to die. I'm black.
Right.
Like, that's all you're thinking at this moment now, right? Like, you see how these things go. You don't want to be the next hashtag. Leave me alone. I'm just walking to my cousin's house. I'm just walking home. I'm just walking. I didn't do anything. I just live my life. Right? So for those of y'all who think, oh, well, if you weren't doing something bad, no, this is just a normal kid who doesn't do bad things. He's not in a gang. He's not in a bad area. He's not like, no, he's just walking. That's it. Okay.
You must speaking now.
Can you please call the sergeant or your unit? Or stop following me? Thank you, sir.
I'm not following you.
I don't got to give you my name.
You don't got to be in that.
I don't got to give you my name. I don't got to give you my name. I don't got to give you my name.
All right, don't give me your name. Get out of here.
No, you follow me. No, bye. You following me.
All day.
All right, me too.
The kid's so scared. He don't want to turn his back.
Yeah.
You're trying to bump into me.
I'm staying here all day.
All right, me too. I'm not, bro. I'm recording it too, bro. You just doing it. Well, what is your reason of doing this?
Standing here?
No, you're following me. I'm walking away.
Walk away.
I start recording.
Watch, you walk away. I'm gonna stand right here.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Bye.
Congratulations.
He's so scared.
Bye.
Look at you.
Bye. Yup, I'm not dumb, smart, and I know my rights.
You're not dumb, smart.
Bye. Bye.
Today, Junior.
Bye.
Spit it out.
Bye.
Exactly.
Bye.
See,
Bye.
now here,
Bye.
and here's the
Right,
thing. I
it's too
understand why
much.
he's doing it. Exactly. I know why he's doing it. He has so much like energy that's just
Right.
trapped in. He's so angry this is happening to him.
Right.
But and I'm not saying that had he not done it, it wouldn't have continued. But I'm saying when you have some psychopath who's trying to elicit a response from you, who is legally allowed to pull out a gun and shoot you for no good reason, maybe don't antagonize the crazy person. In any way, if he's letting you walk away, get around that corner and go somewhere fast. You know what I mean? Like you gotta protect yourself. But I get why he's doing it though. I do.
Bye. Bro, you don't got entry. It's the Fifth Amendment, right? Bye.
Fifth?
It's like, wait a minute.
Fifth Amendment?
No, it's not.
You know what happened is he saw his boy who had come up to save him is now under the crossfire, and he's like, man, I can't leave him there to start having to answer these questions now. I know my boy, he ain't as smart as me. And now he's back up in the mix.
The fifth, it's the second. I'm wrong.
Stupid to insult.
Oh, thank you. Bye. All right, bye.
Walk up on me.
I'm not walking up on you. Bye.
All right, you should
Bye.
leave him.
Bye. Matter of fact, I'm crossing the street. Don't follow me. Yeah, bye, dummy. Bye, dummy. Yeah, crossing the street. Bye, dummy. Dummy.
Don't antagonize crazy people.
Thank you, dummy.
I'm the dummy that's.
Thank you, dummy. 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 Thank you, dummy.
Jabriel decides to return home until the officers leave, but Officer Hoover now has an issue with Jabriel getting close to him and tells him not to walk up. Jabriel crosses the street to avoid the officer, and both men taunt each other. Jabriel tells Officer Hoover that he is going back to his cousin's house to make his intentions clear, but Officer Hoover seems to be intentionally placing himself in Jabriel's path to instigate his upcoming arrest.
Yep.
Oh, that's what you say hanging out tonight.
I don't care.
There's the lights.
You guys have to go home tonight.
I don't gotta go nowhere.
Okay.
I got family in here.
New Year's together.
I got family in here. I'm going back to my cousin's house. I feel threatened.
Walk up on me.
I'm not walking up on you.
Like I said.
I'm not walking up on you. I'm crossing the street. And if you cross the street and follow me, then you following behind me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hop in your car.
Oh, now
Thank
cop
you.
car's pulling
Car
out.
number.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. No, bro. Fuck, I can walk this way. I'm not doing nothing.
Down here. This is where I live.
I got family down here. I could walk down here. Why? Then that ain't got nothing to do with me.
All right.
I have family down here. All right, then do
Gotta
that.
get that World Star out.
Okay.
World Star.
Now he's intentionally walking in front of him.
I'm walking right now. I'm walking to my aunt's house. I feel threatened. Then I'm gonna call an Uber and then leave. At this moment, I am now recording him just to show that I am not doing anything threatening to him or anything in that nature. I'm not following you. I'm walking to my. Why are you following me? I'm not following you. I told you.
Right. Right. Following him around, right? Following him around.
I'm not. Hey, yo, come here.
Now I hear the cuffs.
Yep.
Jabriel was placed under.
And of course, he was arrested. Right? Of course, now he's got to fight charges. And the reason why, for the record, this is even being investigated is because it went viral and it caught worldwide attention. Right?
Yeah.
Like you have commentaries from as far as Germany saying we are watching from Frankfurt, Germany, and ask Philadelphia to make sure the police officers conduct themselves with dignity and honor. Max Ipaduzer wrote on YouTube, right now we feel shame and disgust at being a sister city to Philadelphia. Shame and disgust. And that's why it's being investigated. But guess what? This went viral. This actually happened, like I said, this happened around New Year's. This went viral at the beginning of October. It's still being investigated. So how hard is trying? Now they only just started, and they only just started because the world called them out, right? So, but this is normal behavior. This is normal behavior. The cop felt no way behaving this way. He probably had his body cam on and everything. He wasn't ashamed. He knows how they act.
Right. That's a mess. Well,
yeah. Also, his name is Officer Robert Hoover, just in case. Yeah, Officer Robert Hoover from Philadelphia. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You ready for Ken and Karen?
Oh, we on Ken and Karen already?
If you would like. I heard you had a lot, so I was giving you time, girl.
Oh, I have another story. So
all right, well, do your story, girl.
Okay.
Do your thing.
Well, yeah, I told you I have a lot of cop stories today. Actually, well, I'm not even covering like half my cop stories, but we're gonna cover this one because the Christina Nance story is an important story. Okay. It was just about 24 hours ago that they finally released the footage. Now, for those who don't know what I mean when I say the Christina Nance story, this is a young woman who hadn't been heard from since September 27th, and was discovered after being missing, right, in the back of a police van that was parked at the police precinct.
Whoa.
Not only that, but it is clear that she must have been dead for several days before she was discovered in the police van. But first, we're going to listen to this news story, okay? And then I'm going to play something for y'all, because I want to point out a couple details that you need to understand have already told me that we're getting another Kanika Jenkins issue. That's how I'm starting to feel about this one already. All right, so let's take a listen to this.
HPD investigators say the city's security camera attached to the department shows Christina entering the parking lot on September 25th. Here's a look at the investigation.
So we originally were looking through surveillance video that really we had to look at minute for minute to watch to see somebody enter the parking lot and get into that van. So we literally had to watch 2 weeks of surveillance.
Huntsville police investigators say there is video of Nance walking around the lot and sitting on the hood of a police car and approaching other parked unoccupied vehicles for about 10 minutes. One thing to note is the video feed is unmonitored, and it's hard to tell, but police say Nance entered the unlocked police van through the rear door and that there was still movement in the van through the 28th. Nance was reported missing on October 2nd. The family has had a look at the video Friday morning, but say this still doesn't add up.
Like, everything was blurry. Like, I don't even know if that was my sister.
We are still unsure of how our sister, Christina Nance, died in the van. That was not stated or pointed out in the video. All the video shown was Christina entering the van.
And we didn't see that. Between the three of them, it's not just saying they don't think that's their sister.
Investigators say police vehicles like the van they say Christina entered are hard to get out of once someone gets in.
It does not have handles on the inside because it was made for transporting prisoners or inmates.
Hold on. Do y'all remember the original report? For those people who are not following the story, I'm going to tell you the original report said that this was an evidence transportation van. It did not say it was a van meant to transport criminals. It said it was an evidence transportation van. But now suddenly There are no handles on the inside, and it's difficult to get out of because, of course, it was a prisoner transportation van. That's what they are saying. But it's okay. Don't worry. I'm going to point out some extra stuff for y'all. Don't worry.
So you cannot exit. Once you get into the van, you cannot exit from the interior of the van.
Investigators also say there was access to get outside the van.
Certainly, there was access to the outside world through those windows. It is the policy to keep vans locked. To keep all city vehicles should remain locked anytime they're not in use or occupied. So, that is just something that we have to look at as an accountability issue on our part.
NHPD says they will continue to work with the family, and we will continue to follow this investigation. Kenesha Dees, Fox 54 News.
Now, here's the thing, because like I told y'all, there's some extra shade. Some extra shade, we'll put it that way. First of all, and Brother Music brought this up on his show the other day, right? But you're trying to tell me that the closest security surveillance camera that they had was that one? Really? There was none at the front of the precinct at all? Nothing. That was the closest one where you have to watch. Y'all will see how far, like the image that y'all saw was seriously zoomed in. We're about to take a look at it now for you to see, like, this. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are you going with this video just off the bat? Doesn't make any sense at all. I'm going to show you how far away it is. What police precinct have you ever been to where there's no surveillance? None. Okay.
Right.
So let's take a look at this now so y'all can see. It's a little bit faded. I am actually going to manipulate this so that way both the sound and the picture quality are a little bit clearer, but I don't have that yet. They just released it. So
make sure that you understand. So this is the video as it looks to us. As we review the video. Want to point out real quick? Where the van is?
That's where the van. Do you see that? Where's the van? Do you see a van?
And so right now, we already pushed play. We're already rolling on the video, and I want to hit stop real quick on this.
Pay attention to this part, y'all. Pay attention, because this to me is where I'm like right off the bat. There's a problem. Okay.
I want to point out something we want to make sure that everybody knows is that the time stamp on this is exactly 12 hours off. So as you can see, it looks like it says AM. This is actually in the middle of the day. It's PM. So it's the time stamp is off by 12 hours. So this is just after lunch on Saturday, the 25th. All right. So we'll roll.
So, and I want to clarify that this is actually a police. It is like one of their surveillance cameras. It's not like from some random third-party business. And you're saying that the timestamp on the video is 12 hours off.
How long you known that? But continue.
But Char, how? You're trying to tell me they only got this one surveillance camera anywhere, only one, totally unmonitored, and they don't even have the time set right?
Yeah, I want to know how long it's been going on, though. I really do.
How did they even know? How could they possibly know? Why is the footage off? Like this makes no sense. This is the same kind of wild explanations they were giving the Kanika Jenkins story, right? Like, well, actually, this footage, I mean, the timestamp is off because of this, and we couldn't find this because of that. Come on. But like, again, let's go have this fool.
I want you to pay close attention to just how difficult it is to see anything in these videos.
Right.
We'll show you in a few minutes how we can zoom in to some degree, but as you zoom in, you lose. It becomes more pixelated and more difficult to see. But if you will watch here,
they have no professionals to take care of that at all.
To see
her
come into view as she's walking toward us in the distance on Wheeler Avenue, and I'm going to walk over and point out.
Watch this. Watch your point. Hold on.
Come up on the video.
You tell me what anyone's seeing. What? What did you point at? Stop it.
We want this to play for just a minute so that you can understand and the public can understand. You can see her there walking.
What?
Get
Hoover
out.
walking around.
Where?
Please stop.
Again, investigators had to sit and watch this video minute for minute
Like,
for hours to finally find this.
y'all ain't right.
Oh no.
Sure, she's
He said,
actually
"See
gone
right
behind the
there."
car.
But she's actually
What I'll do, so
like, he pointed into a blank space. You can't tell me there's
Video,
no blank
what we'll
space.
do is we'll go ahead and stop it here, and we're going to show you an enhanced where
He
we
doesn't even know where she's supposed to
zoom
be
in.
at that
right?
point.
Okay,
Like,
so we'll switch now.
y'all try to really pull a fast one on everybody, right? So now let me show you their version of zoomed up.
I can't.
And again, watch from the same area. You'll see her walk toward the camera.
This is their version of zoomed, Char. Watch here. That's it. Why did the news do better than the police?
Right.
Look, way back there, there's a black thing that could be a tree, but it's moving a little.
That's
So
a
you know it's a
squirrel.
person.
That's a squirrel.
Right? Sure. They are not trying to let information out of this investigation at all. At all. If they hadn't given this footage to the reporters, we still would have nothing. Like, I don't know, what was that person wearing? How come the reporters could clean it up enough we could at least see pants and a shirt, you know?
For some time, you can see she went behind the patrol car and is not reemerged.
No one can see anything. They can't see it. They can't. Why are you saying as you can see? You're so lied. Like, you don't even know. I think he's just watching his watch and he's like, okay, in a minute and 30 seconds, I'm gonna say that she's behind the patrol car, right? Like, he doesn't know. You can't see anything. It's bullshit. Another thing though, she had to have been dead in that van for days. Okay. She apparently got locked in there at the end of September. She was just discovered. You can't get out. It's not like she walked in there with food, right? So she must have been dead for days by the time they discovered her. Now, here's an interesting fact, which, you know, they didn't want to say at the beginning, but now I guess someone must have leaked the information because we have it. Her shoes were outside of the window. So the windows open and close. So the prisoners apparently could open and close the windows at will of the prisoner transport truck, aka evidence transport truck, that was left open and unlocked so anyone could just wander in and out. Point one. Point two, her shoes. That means she took her shoes off of her feet and dropped them out the window. Because one of those windows that, you know, kind of cranks open a little bit, but like it doesn't open all the way. Right? So he's saying people have to walk past that van and drive past that van all the time because, of course, the van is close to the front. But she didn't call out for help. Instead, she just dropped her shoes out the window.
Okay. Yeah. Try to get some help.
Right. And then she died, and no one noticed the shoes for several days. For several days when they were looking for a missing woman. Now, here's the thing. Third point, y'all. Third point. She is well known to the police department. They have worked with her, but not like and actually, I will give him some respect for this. He's very careful with what he says, and he doesn't want, and he says it over and over, I don't want to paint a negative picture or, you know, give you guys a soundbite for you to run and then it's a bad thing. Right? We have different departments that do work with citizens for various reasons. And so, you know, this department has worked with her. Well, what does that department do? It works with people who are dealing with issues revolving around substances. And that's all he would say. So, right? So that she's known to them, which means, you know, whatever maybe her habits are, maybe that's why maybe she did show up there. Maybe she showed up there and she was hiding from someone. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I'm saying this doesn't give me a good feeling at all. The sister saw her like a day or two before she kind of went missing. And she was just smiling and laughing to herself in the back seat. And the sister's like, what's up? And she's like, oh, nothing. It's nothing. You know when women smile and laugh to themselves? When they found love.
A man. Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is there's too many shady things revolving around this case and how they're handling this case. And I'm going to bet that something is off. Something is very off.
I agree.
I'll keep y'all updated because I'm not letting this one go either. This is another one we got to keep, again, foot, neck. That's what we need to do, y'all.
That's right. All right, well, everyone, get ready. I know this is what you've been waiting on. Let's get ready. What'd you say, Karen? What?
Feet away, coronavirus. You are Karen.
Woo! I almost flipped to that van inside the van.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
It doesn't. She's too much.
Right? All right, y'all. So for those of y'all who missed it, because where have you been?
Yeah.
This poor radio show host, okay, she just wanted to go on a date. And she's just looking for a normal guy. That's it, I swear. She's a normal guy. She's not one of those extra women, these disrespectful women. She just wanted a guy date. And so anyway, she meets this guy online, right? She sets up the date. Now, her doing that resulted in a ridiculous series of voicemails. Now, you would think maybe it's because she canceled, but no, he didn't show up. And then after he didn't show up, well, then he called her and said, it's because my dad was in the hospital. Then he called back and said, I lied. My friend told me I should just be honest. And when we listened to that, I said, it was not his friends, it was his mama, because only a mother would say something as ridiculous as, well, you lied about your father being in the hospital. Well, it's okay. If you just tell her the truth, she'll respect you for it. And then you can just, live happily ever after together. Like, no, that's a mom ridiculous thing to say. Your friends wouldn't say that to you, right?
Right.
And then he just kept calling back. That's weird enough, y'all.
Yes.
That's weird enough. But then somehow, when she doesn't call back immediately that night after his multiple messages, he has his mom call. Therefore, proving my point that the only person he was talking to is his mother. So now we are going to listen to the mama tales in full. That's right. You're welcome. This is great. Keep in mind, this was like a date that never even happened. This woman doesn't know the man at all. Okay.
Never got a chance.
Never. Ever. Ever. Okay. We ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure we got sound on you.
I promised you his mom's voicemail. So here's the first part, and then I'll post all of it because it's long.
Hi, Mason. My name is Patty, and I'm Bradley's mom. And I know I should not be calling you right now. That this is none of my business, but I have a habit sometimes of trying to make things right. And Bradley told me what happened over the weekend and about the date that y'all were supposed to go on, and I was so excited for him and excited for you too. I know you're new in Dallas and you need to get out and see what the city's all about. And Bradley and I have a lot of talks about how we treat people and how he knows that what he did was not right, and he knows that, and he has acknowledged. He said, "Mama, I know I shouldn't have done it." And I want you to know that as his mama, I take this very seriously, and I told him,
what?
You need to make it right. It's not how we treat people, and he knows that, and he's always been such a good, kind boy, and I just feel like, maybe if you would consider
what? I'll tell you next.
Okay, someone tell me why this woman lied to her son and told him that any woman would find this attractive. He's a good boy. He's my good little boy, right? And I'm his mama, and I'm here to cape for my son. And any woman would sign up for that.
Yeah, she a good mom too.
Boy, well, she's trying her damnedest. Let's move on to the next one.
Maybe if you would consider giving them another shot, maybe you guys could figure this out. And so what I was kind of hoping was that you maybe come over to our house and have supper and just kind of let you see that Bradley's a good boy and that, I
Stop
raised
calling
him
him a boy.
and
Did
he
you though?
knows better than to do what he did over the weekend. So anyway, show you some Southern hospitality. I can make you some.
Make me some what? There's more audio to come. Just
And there is more audio, y'all. Isn't it great altogether? I know, y'all having the time of your lives. I know.
Yes, the suspense. Woo.
This is crazy. Like, oh God. Okay, number 3. Let's get it done. I think the title of this one is hilarious. She's just like, I'm gonna get murdered. Like, these people are stalking me. She's like, what the hell? Okay.
Anyway, show you some Southern hospitality. I can make you some barbecue. Bradley's really good at barbecuing. He makes the best barbecue sauce there. I had in life, I swear. He should bottle it and sell it. But that's neither here nor there. I tell him all the time, though. He could probably make a lot of money selling his barbecue sauce. But anyway.
yeah, you probably could make a lot of money grinding up my body and putting it into a sauce.
Anyway.
Really? She's like, I'm so freaked out by these weirdos. What is wrong with these people? Guys, I'm sure you think that's near the end. I think we're at halfway now. Almost. Yeah, that's how much this woman is calling this random. Her son's never even met in person. Okay. I know. There you go.
I know you get up early. Bradley told me what you do for a living. I think that's great.
I didn't tell him.
You should be allowed to
Is that
work and make
creepy?
your own money. I had a part-time job one time, and Bradley's father really didn't want me to work because he said I really didn't need to, and there was enough stuff to do around the house. But he let me have a part-time job, and I just think that's great that you do what you do. And
He let her have a part-time job.
She's not selling this well.
It's all kind of coming together for
Yeah.
me. Oh my God.
Right? Like, yo, she thinks she's selling her son well. I'm like, you are not helping, lady. You are literally hurting his chances with every word that comes out of your mouth, from calling him a good boy to talking about the fact that he was raised in the kind of family with that, she was allowed to have a part-time job, even though really the way that the men in the house think is, well, you have enough around the house, right? You're just a woman. Sit there, get barefoot, pregnant, and clean. What? No. All right.
anyways, look forward to meeting you, and I hope we'll get you over to our house and we can all maybe play some board games and
board games.
Watch something on TV, and maybe you can show me how you do your TikTok stuff. I know you told me all about your TikTok and all your followers that you have.
I blocked him a while ago.
So anyway, Miss Patty, call me back if you want to. You don't have to.
So I blocked him on TikTok, and I'm shocked that I haven't heard from him today because these are going kind of viral, and I'm gonna get murdered. It was a good run though. Thanks, guys.
So you would think we're done.
Yeah.
But we're not done. I know. You would think. Like I said, I'm not calling you guys unreasonable. I'm saying the woman, this crazy woman, is unreasonable. So there's another call.
Well, she did say our house. She did say our house. So hey.
She did. She definitely said that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. There were more, but she's removed them. They're currently down. I hope they come back up. If they come back up ever, I'll play them for you. But this is the last one.
Why, hello there, my lovelies. It is I, Mason, quite literally, on the mic. Anywho, I wanted to hop on this here tiki-talkie and apologize. Yes, I owe you, my faithful followers, an apology. You see, I promised you a voicemail from a certain baby bird's mama. The second part, well, the second phone call, it is quite long like all the others, and I didn't post it. I need to tell you why. I forgot. I wake up very early in the morning, and I barely know where I am half the time. I'm losing my mind. I need some sleep. Anyway, I will post that for you now, and I hope you can forgive me. And if you can't, well, you can just suck it.
Hey, Mason, it's Patty one more time. I'm so sorry I had to give you a call back because I just forgot to ask, and I try to make sure I ask everybody before they come to the house and have dinner, have supper with us. I want to see if you are allergic to anything. Don't want to put you into an anaphylactic shock, like Bradley can't have strawberries to blow up like a blowfish.
Of course,
We don't want that happening now, do we? Also, I wanted to make sure you have my home number. Sometimes my cell phone acts up. Bradley says I got to do one of them updates on it. I don't even know what that means. I think Apple does that on purpose. Just between you and me, though, in case anybody's listening to this. But it is 214.
Now, the very end of that call. Do you guys notice this woman's like delusional? Like she's just like she thinks she could just arrange the whole thing by herself, right? Like it's just like, well, if I say that you're dating my son, then you are. And if I say you're coming over for dinner, then you are. Right? And so you're just going to come over for dinner and you're just going to have a lovely time. Now, I just need to check for your allergies though. Bro, you haven't even spoken to this woman. Your son has never even seen this woman in person. Ever.
But it's
And
a
yet here we
woman.
are.
That's all it means. I mean, it's all it takes.
It's scary, Char. It's scary. Okay, let's hear how she finishes off the call. All right.
You let me know what time is good for you. If you consider coming over, we'd love to have you. And I know you get up early in the morning, so we can do early supper, like 5 o'clock, if that works for you. Or we can shoot for the weekend. But I think if you come over and you have supper with us, you'll see that I raised a good boy. So anyway, Miss Patty, call me back if you want to. You don't have to. So you have my number. This is my cell phone number. You can call me if you don't want to call me though. That's why people don't really like to make phone calls anymore. I think the text is a little weird, but the younger generation seems to really take to it. So you can just text me, let me know what day works for you and what time, and I'll fix a big old pitcher of sweet tea, and we'll sit outside and talk, and we'll have supper. And
is there vodka?
I'd love to meet you, and I know Brad would really like it if you come over and have dinner with us too. So, all right, now we'll see you soon, and we'll talk soon, okay? Bye bye. You let me know what time is.
No, lady, no. Like, your son doesn't understand basic boundaries, obviously. And that's because you don't understand basic communication with other humans or boundaries. I also feel like that woman is a very lonely woman, like a very lonely woman. Like yeah, exactly. She wants her as a friend. Like that's like, what is happening? Like, do people do this? Well, I mean, obviously this one person did, but do other people do this? Just like speak like they just assume that you've already had this conversation and you're getting together and it's going to be fine? Like, this was.
Yeah, I guess so.
No wonder she thinks she's going to get murdered. Like, what the? That's the weirdest. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that. There's a movie. I can't remember what it's called. And basically it's like this Black person, right, went to this neighborhood. The neighborhood's like predominantly white, but they have some Black people around. And they go there, and I guess their girlfriend is, the family's part of the neighborhood. And anyway, basically they take over his mind. And like they want to turn him into a pod person. So that way, you have like a bunch of willing slaves to do your bidding, right? But like something else is controlling the mind of the yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Like, you want her over there too badly. Like,
Right.
there's something very scary about those humans. If you ever hear that voice or Bradley's voice, when we played those in earlier shows, don't answer. Don't go there. Don't meet those people. Don't give them your phone number or your address. Just don't. This is beyond Karen. This is a next level of Karen delusion. You don't want no part of it when Karen wants to be your family.
Right.
No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. No. 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 Nope. I'm good.
Dang.
I know. I know. I know.
Enjoyable though. Enjoyable. Thank you.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah. And you know, I feel like you know, that was a good conclusion. I will let y'all know she puts up the rest of them though, because there were more. There was like 17. And that was only number 13. So there was like 4 extras. I don't know where they went. I'm gonna try to find them somewhere. But for now, we are done the phone calls.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be on Racist Karen next week.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We definitely was waiting for that.
I know, right?
We was at the edge of our seat, like, we want to hear the mama. We want to hear the mama. We want to hear the mama. Thank you so much for obliging. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You know, hopefully that was a good apology. Hopefully. For our mishap last week.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you guys. I do appreciate you tuning in. As always, I want you guys to have a safe, enjoyable week. And I will see you guys next week. And until then, peace, everybody.
And cheers, y'all.